What do you think Billy Bob Thornton is his best work? What do you think? If you had to pull one, outside of whatever he did with you, clearly. But what do you think was seminal Robert Duvall? You want to tell somebody that wants to learn about what he was about, whether it was his physical acting, whether it was his spiritual acting, whether it was an accent, whether it was his Oscar-winning role. Which one would you say is Robert Duvall's tour de force? Would you say?
I would have to say Tender Mercies. At least that's the one that struck me the most. Tender Mercies and Lonesome Dove. Lonesome Dove was Bobby's favorite performance of his ever. And he loved that. I mean, he loved a lot of them, but that one, I think, is probably the closest thing to his heart was Lonesome Dove.
You're talking about the television miniseries that he did. What did he share with you, if you don't mind sharing with us, that he was proud of that one especially?
He just loved the way it was written, and he loved the character. And, Bobby was kind of a cowboy at heart, and I think, he had some of the old West in him. He always wanted to do those shows, around, horses and outlaws and, guys like he played, like Gus and, Lonesome Dove. He just liked that stuff. And, like I said, I wish I had more to tell you about. I've spent, thousands of hours with this guy. And like I said, he was my mentor. I probably have acting information from him or things about his roles about as much as you could fit in a walnut shell.
No kidding.
He talked about meat and tango. And for about 25 years, I haven't eaten red meat in at least 25 years. Okay. Probably 27 or 8. Bobby was obsessed with steak and barbecue. And so I spent these last 27, 28 years pretending that I eat meat. And because, he was completely obsessed. Every other week, he had a new best barbecue in the world. He goes, it's like, well, I thought this place over in Fort Worth was the best. He goes, no, this place in Virginia is the best barbecue in the world. Have some. So Bobby's wife, Luciana, who we call the Saint, she was with him for, over half her life, and up till now. And she and I had a sort of running joke about it, because if Bobby had known that I ate quinoa and stuff like that, he would have hit the roof. So anyway, but he would go out. Amazing. He loved to order for the table. So he would order these giant steaks that were for, the 3 or 4 or 5 people. And he liked his just where they would just touch it to the grill on each side. It was essentially raw. And so I would just, when I was around him, when he had one of his dogs with him, I'd just feed it to the dog under the table when he wasn't.
I was going to ask, how did you dispose of the meat? How did you make it seem like you were consuming it?
If you get him in a conversation about something he's passionate about, like it could be anything. It could be soccer. It could be anything in the world.
Yeah.
He wouldn't think about it, so I'd always kind of tee him up, to start talking to people about something. And then when he did that, I would give it to somebody, or I would, not ever order anything, I remember we were in Boston when we were shooting The Judge, and we went out to a restaurant one night because Bobby said I had to try the steak. And Luciano was behind him kind of laughing, and, because we've been keeping up this ruse for years, and so I literally had a quinoa salad in front of me. Bobby looked at it. And he goes, "What the hell is that?" And I said, "Oh, that's just the salad. My steak's coming later, Well, they brought their food and everything, and mine just never came, because when he would get going on a subject, he didn't pay much attention to anything else. So I usually got by with it that way by just kind of getting him on something and, never order a steak. And there were a couple of places we went that had a vegan kind of deal that kind of looked like steak, I pretended that was steak a couple of times, like a portobello mushroom or something.
Who knew this is one of maybe your finest acting jobs ever, was letting Robert Duvall think that you were a steak eater, Billy Bob Thornton.
Absolutely.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.